we're doing a full body express Pilates flow using the Reformer. So whatever springs that you like for footwork, get them loaded and let's begin. My setup is 3 red and a blue spring, but put whatever weight that works for you on and lie on down with your heels on wide. Head is on the headrest, shoulders against the shoulder blocks. Hands are down, palms face up. Take a deep inhale through your nose to prepare. On the exhale, just start to lengthen that carriage all the way out. And then inhale, drag it back to center slow. Your tail is anchored heavy into the mat. We are working in a neutral pelvis. As you push out, engage your inner thighs. Activate your pelvic floor. Draw your abdominals in and up. Keep your shoulders wide and relaxed the whole time that we move. And feel your outer thigh muscles wrap around the legs, lift up toward those glutes. Soften your ribs. Breathe into that full stretch. Lengthen and resist, maintaining that same slow, controlled speed the whole time that you move. Exhale out. Inhale, drag it back in. Just for 3. Good work. You've got this. Last 2. One more time. Push it out. Come in half of the way and just start to pulse it. 2 to 3 inches out. 2 to 3 inches in. Pushing from the tailbone, not from the knees. Keep your tail heavy. Soften your ribs just for 3, 2, 1. Push all the way out. Come all the way in. Now keep the external rotation. Push out. And then internally rotate your feet and knees and come in. So it's out to go out, in to come in. Fluidly rotating your femur bones throughout the hip joint. Feeling that beautiful release into the SI joints, into those hips, in to come in, out to go out. Feet and feet turn in, feet and knees turn out. 3. Last 2. One more time. And come back in. Slide it down to your toes. Lift your heels up high. Push it out. Pull it in. Exhale. Inhale. The heels are lifted. Core is tight. The shoulders are relaxed the whole time. Think about pushing into your big toe and second toe. And remember to keep those heels lifted up the whole time that we move, which is going to work towards strengthening the calves. Exhale, inhale, never coming out of that neutral pelvis. And then keep reaching those arms long, trying to keep the tension out of the shoulders and neck. Good work. We're here for 3. Last 2. One more time. Take it out. Start to prance in that wide external rotation. Bending one knee. Stretching that opposite heel deeply down underneath the foot bar. Focusing on your breath and trying to get one heel to press a little bit further underneath that foot bar each time, which will deepen the stretch in your calf and all the way up into those hamstrings. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your heels up, bend the knees, come all the way in. Move to a V in the center on your toes. Push it out. Bend it in. Keep your heels super glued together the whole time. As you push out, feel your hip bones narrow in towards each other. And as you drag it back to center with that heavy tail, try to slightly release your pelvic floor activation and feel your sits bones widen. Exhale, get that full length. Push the energy from the toes all the way out through the crown of the head, squeezing your butt, squeezing your core tight at the top, and then release it back in with control. We're here for 3. Exhale, inhale. Last 2, good work. One more time, go out, come in halfway, pause. Drop your right heel down 2 inches, lift it up. Left heel down 2 inches, lift it up. Try not to move the carriage at all. And just drop one heel, lift to center. Drop the other heel, lift to center. We're here for 5, down and up. 4 more, down and up. We're here for 3, up. 2, up. One more time. Push all the way out. Come all the way in. Parallel the feet on the toes. Lift the heels up high. Have about 4 inches of space between the feet and knees. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lengthen. Drop the heels. Lift the heels. Bend and come back in. Exhale out. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend. The point of footwork is that we're working the alignment of our joints as we stretch out and warm up for everything else we're going to do today. So focus on the alignment by seeing that your hips, knees, and ankles are all in one straight line and that there's minimal rocking of the hips. So check in and make sure that those knees are only pointing straight up toward the ceiling as you bend and back to center with a heavy tail. We're here for 3. Last 2. One more time. Push all the way out into prancing in parallel for 1 minute. Bend and stretch. Alternate and breathe. Moving fast or slow, whatever serves your body today. Sometimes I like to just hold one heel down a little bit longer and just get a deep stretch. And then lift up and switch and hold the other side. And just breathe into that length. And then other days, I prefer to speed it up and start to get that heart rate up. Start to pump out that lymphatic system. Start to pump out that lymphatic system to burn stored energy and fat. Do what serves your body. Breathe into it. But no matter if you're moving fast or slow, try to minimize a bounce. We don't want to bounce. It's a firm press and a lift. Firm press and a lift. Alternate and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your heels up. Then the knees come all the way in and move onto the heels now with your feet parallel. Deeply flex your ankles. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, our final footwork position. All the way out, all the way in. Still working that alignment. So hips, knees, ankles, all in one straight line. And think about pushing the balls of the feet out away from the center of the body as you pull your middle toes straight back toward the knees. So I like to imagine that there's a wall connected to the foot bar, and I'm firmly pressing all 4 corners of each foot against that imaginary wall. Exhale, inhale, feel those quads engage and lift as you lengthen, and then keep the tail heavy as you drag it back to center slow, just for 3. Making sure you're not rolling out or in on those feet for 2. One more time, come in halfway, we pulse it. 2 to 3 inches out. 2 to 3 inches in, pulse, squeeze, exhale, inhale, just for 3, 2, 1, push all the way out. Come all the way back in. Awesome work. Come on up carefully. Adjust the weight so that you have 1 red, 1 blue spring on. Drop your headrest down. Lie onto your back, setting up for a pelvic lift. Heels go on slightly wider than the hips. Push your hands firmly into the mat. Activate the arms. Take a deep inhale through your nose to prepare. On the exhale, engage your core. Tuck your tail and curl your hips all the way up toward the ceiling. Then release and articulate your spine down slow, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, engage your core. Squeeze your bum. Curl your hips all the way up. And then release and articulate down, one vertebrae at a time, creating length and space between the bones. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, soften the ribs, squeeze your core, curl the hips all the way up, and then release and fluidly roll it back down through that spinal stretch. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, engage your core. Keep pushing the knees away. Peel up slow, and as you roll down that upper back, that mid back and the low back connects to the mat. Inhale. Create space between the low back and the mat. On the exhale, eliminate the space. Squeeze your core, curl the hips up, and then roll it back down with control, pushing those knees away, firing on your outer thighs. 3 more. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, squeeze your core. Curl the hips up, and then try to stay even across your hips as you roll it down, one vertebrae at a time, all the way to the bottom. Last 2. Inhale, push your hands firmly into the mat. Keep your arms active the whole time. Keep your gaze straight up and try to maintain a slight space between the chin and chest the whole time. Stay up now and push the carriage out and drag the carriage in, maintaining a long line of energy from your forehead to the knees. Exhale, you push it out. Inhale and pull it back in slow. Squeezing your butt the whole time, all the way out, all the way to center, just for 3. Last 2. One more time, come back in, little pulses up, down, up and down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Squeeze your butt. Release it back down halfway, just for 3, 2, and 1. Roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Awesome work. Hug your knees up toward your chest. Gently rock side to side, massaging out your lower back. And then come back to center, knees at tabletop. Grab the straps behind you. Fingers in, thumb is out. You can hold the little loops for more tension or the bigger loops for less, whichever you prefer. So knees to 90 degrees above your hips. Reach your arms straight up above the shoulders. Take a deep inhale through your nose to prepare. On the exhale, curl up, extend the arms and legs out, point the toes. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, curl up, extend everything out. Inhale, lower back down. Try to get all the way up off of those shoulders each time. Try to squeeze deeper into your core and inner thighs. Hold it for a second at the top. Exhale up before you release it back down slow. Inhale down. 3 more. Exhale, you lift and extend. Inhale, lower and bend. Last 2. We go up, down. 1 more time. Lift up, stay up. 1 leg in, 1 leg out. Point at the toes. Keep reaching through the fingertips. Try to stay curled up high. Focus on your breath. Focus on pulling your abdominals in a little bit deeper each time that you pull a knee to center. 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Bend your elbows. Bend your knees as well. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, curl up, extend everything out. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and press. Inhale, lower down. Try to keep those elbows lifted about 2 inches off the mat. Curl up, extend, lower and bend. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're here for 3. Good work. Last 2. 1 more. Lift up, stay up, little flutter kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees and just arm circles. The arms go up and around and back to center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle around and back up. Breathing into that stretch. 3 more. 2. 1 more time. Go the other way. Down and around and up. It's all about that fluid control. Breathing into that deep stretch here. Exhale down, inhale around. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Take those straps onto your feet. Extend your legs straight up toward the ceiling. Press your hands down. Point your toes. Lower both legs down. Exhale. Inhale, flex the ankles. Lift your legs back up. Exhale, point and lower the legs down. Inhale, flex the ankles, lift the legs up. Breathing into that deep stretch into your lower back by anchoring your tail heavy into the mat and feeling that oppositional stretch. Down and up. Exhale, you lower. And inhale, you lift. Just for 3. 2 more. 1 more time, go down, keep your toes pointed, circle those legs up and out and around and back to center, squeezing into your inner thighs, feeling that deep stretch in your legs and into your hips. Feel like you're reaching your legs a little bit longer out of the hip joint with each circle, creating that deeper stretch and expansion of the soft tissue here. Even feeling a little bit of a release into the lower back as we get that deep stretch in the legs and into the hips. 2 more. Good, 1 more time. Reverse it now. We go down and around and back up to center. Exhale, inhale, breathing. Two more. 1 more time. Lower down, halfway froggy. In on the inhale. Exhale, push the legs out and up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen. Open the knees about as wide as the shoulders. Feel your sits bones widen. Push the legs out. Squeeze into the inner thighs. Feel your hip bones narrow. Push. Resist. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. 1 more time. Push it out. Bring your feet over your face. Use your abdominal strength. Lift the hips up. Bend the knees down. Roll down slow. Tail touches. The legs press. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feet up. Use your abdominals. Lift the hips up. Bend the knees wide to the shoulder blocks. Articulate the spine down slow. Push it out. Keep those heels together. Use your strength. Lift the hips up. Bend the knees down. Try to keep the carriage still. Roll it down. Try to keep the carriage still. And until you can't anymore, then the tail touches and the legs press. Inhale, lengthen. Feet up. Use your abs. Lift the hips up. Bend the knees. Roll it down with control. Inhale out. Exhale, feet up. Use your abs. Lift. Bend the knees. Roll it down. 1 more time. We go out. Feet up. Use your abs. Lift those hips. Bend the knees and roll the upper back. Mid back and the low back all connect. Push it out. Peter Pan. Bend the right leg. Extend the left. Inhale. Exhale. Push both feet back to center. Flex the ankle of the leg that's bending. Point your toes of the leg that's extending. And push through the heel of the leg that's bent while pulling in with the inner thigh of the leg that's extended to bring both feet back together over the foot bar. Just for 3, 2. One more time, back to center, point your toes, open the legs up, flex the ankles, squeeze the legs down low, point, go up and wide, flex, go down and low. We have 3 more, you just go up and down. 2 more, go up and down. 1 more time, go up, go down, bend the knees in, take the straps off of the feet, step on up off to the side, finishing with psoas stretch. 1 blue spring is on, right foot on the floor, left foot against the shoulder block. Bend and stretch it back to a deep low lunge. Shoulders down, eyes up, just breathe right here into that stretch. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. Lift back up, straighten the right leg, lift at the toes, push it into splits. Right hand down to the wood for a deeper stretch. Hold it. Come back up, drop the foot, bend the knee down to the forearms. Clasp at your hands, push it back. Tuck your chin, look down at the floor. Just melt into the stretch right here. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, come on up, make your way to the other side. Let's do that same thing again. Bend the left leg, push the right leg back to a deep low lunge. Eyes up, heart lifted. Just breathe. Lift back up, straighten that left leg, lift at the toes, take it to splits. Left hand can come down to the wood for a deeper stretch. Hold it. Come back up, drop the foot, bend the knee down to the forearms, clasp at your hands, push it back, tuck your chin, look down at the floor and just melt into that stretch right here. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. 1 more big inhale, exhale, come on up. Awesome work today. I hope you enjoyed this full body express Pilates workout. Have a beautiful day.